7.
No, I walked around for a minute.
Okay, I was.
Do 4-4.
Oh, it like actually says the numbers to
No,
3 for
right.
1. That's crazy. Okay. Sure. Okay.
Whatever.
I am sure editing will have to be done for that too. We'll get a pretty good order of operations,
obviously, but
I guess.
what the fuck was I gonna say? Fuck. Okay, so basically, I have to tell you, I just remembered the other day because I forgot this.
I think I might have to like.
I forgot that this happened. Okay, so basically, when I first moved out into my new house, I went on like literally the worst date. Just like I probably should have died. Like I went. Okay, so what happened was I met this guy on this app called X. I don't know. I didn't get the memo. I was very new to the dating scene. I saw a dating app. I did not pay attention to the name or any of the profiles. I was like, yeah, I'll find someone to hang out with, someone to meet, someone to talk to. It'll be cool. I'll go on a date for the first time in a really long time. Really long time. I had little to no experience dating, by the way. I was like 19, whatever. So I'm talking to this person for like not even a week. I think it's been 3 days. And then they're like, okay, I don't have a car, so can you come pick me up and we can go to the mall? I was like, cool. I'm not gonna judge you for not having a car, that's fine. Whatever, I'll go pick you up. I pull in. I, by the way, dress so nice. I am dressed to the fucking nines. To the motherfucking nines. I'm dressed to the nines. And I get there and I park. It's a house in the middle of the woods, and it is a little bit dilapidated and a little bit surrounded by trash, which is fine. Survival instincts probably should have kicked in, but I'm parked there. I'm texting this dude, this guy, this person, whatever. Texting this person. I'm like, yo, I'm here. Like, I'm ready to go. We're gonna go to the mall or what? They come outside, t-shirt, pajama pants, bare feet, bedhead. I probably should have left. I was like, I don't think we were on the same page. I think I probably should not. I gotta go. But I stayed. No judgment. I just don't know why I stayed. Clearly, I didn't think that this was going to be what I was looking for. Whatever. So actually, no, because when I parked, some person came out and was like, yo, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm here for this person. We're supposed to go on a date. And he went, yo, you're not going to believe this. He's passed out. Because he went back to let him know for me. And he came back and was like, he's dead asleep. Okay, cool. I thought we had a schedule, whatever. So they come out, bedhead. They're like, you want to come inside? I'm like, what? I was like, me come inside? He was like, yeah, come hang out. And I did. Because at that time, some lady, I had no knowledge of the relationship between any of these people, but some lady barked and she was getting her groceries out and she was like, oh, can you help me with this? I was like, sure. So I'm in the house now. I don't know what's going on in there. Did not look very occupied, but there were a lot of people in there. I get in and he takes me to this door and I'm like, okay, it's in the hall, whatever. It's got like a t-shirt wrapped around where the knob should be, so he just pulls it out. I was like, wow, innovative. We get in the room and it is just very interestingly decorated. So one of the walls is like the bluest blue, right? You can look at a color wheel, that's there. Red, which is very contrasting to the rest of the house. And then there's a single tapestry. It says no wieners allowed on the wall, like in SpongeBob font. 2 mattresses on the ground, and then like some guy in the corner what game is he playing? I don't even know. He's playing on a PC. And he just looks over me and goes, what's up? I'm like, oh, hey. And I look down at the mattresses, and there's no covers, so I'm like, okay, where else can I sit? So I see this office chair, and I'm like, okay. So I'm going to the office chair. I sit down, and I turn back around, and this person is laying on their side. Like, paint me like one of your French ladies style, just like patting the bed, like, you wanna come cuddle with me? Not really. Not really. Not really. So I didn't. And then they were like, let me take a nap. And I was like, what? What? I'm like, I thought we were gonna go to the mall. I didn't know how to say no to people like 3 years ago. So I just sat there and watched them play video games. Tried to talk about things, but we had like nothing in common. So I can't really remember what they looked like. And I think the guy who was in the room with us, I don't know their relation. But like at one point they showed me like a video of their cousin like doing something, like throwing tires or hay bales, or I actually don't know. I actually have no recollection of it. But I looked at the thing and I realized, oh my god, wait, that looks like this person's ex-profile photos. They didn't look similar, by the way, that person and their cousin. And when I saw the person, I was like, maybe they just got really, really dolled up for this, for the photos, and they just woke up, so it's not clicking. That was not the same person. That was not the same person. So I should have left. I didn't. The guy who's in the room with us is on the phone with his girlfriend and wants a ride to her house. I'm the only person with a car. So he looks at, not me, right? Not me. This nappy McNap pants over here. And he says, hey, do you think you could give me a ride to my girlfriend's house? I'm right here, guys. I'm right here. So they both look at me. And I'm sitting there, by the way, dressed so nice. So nice. And before you ask, yes, I was asking myself why I wasn't getting the fuck out of there sooner. The entire time I was there. But I just could not get myself to get up and leave. Or even make an excuse. So I'm like, sure. Where does she live? By the way, the entire time I have to piss, but there's only one bathroom, and there's like people going in and out, so I can't go to the bathroom. I have to piss this whole time. I have to piss so bad. I have to piss terribly bad. But I'm holding it in. And I'm like, let's go so that I can go to the mall and go to the bathroom. And also now drop whoever this person is off at his girlfriend's house. Okay, so I'm like, I'm gonna get you can get ready. You can get ready. Bro did not get ready. Bro ate a microwave cup of oatmeal, put on some flip-flops, headed out the door. I wish I had gotten a heads up, but also I didn't think that this is a thing that would happen to me. So at this point, I'm like, whatever. Maybe we'll find some common ground, but mostly I wanted to fucking leave and I just couldn't say no. So I dropped this person off at his girlfriend's house. And we go to the mall. And we walk in, and I'm like, what store do you want to go to? And they were like, Spencer's. And I was like, okay. So we went to the Spencer's. And I'm trying to make conversation. Really trying to make conversation. Really trying to make conversation, but the whole time they're trying to lead me back to the back of the store. Making eye contact with me and walking backwards to the back of the store. And so I said, I'm really hungry, let's go to the food court. And so we went to the food court. And no judgment, because I was also really broke at this time too. So I was like, let's get some tacos from the dollar menu. And this taco thing. So we got some $1 tacos. And yes, they asked me to pay for them. So I did. And then we sat down and they took a bite. And then they complained for 3 minutes total about how spicy it was. So we traded. And then I asked them what they did for work. I said, what do you do for work? And they were like, I'm a movie director's assistant. I was like, shit, that's really cool. That's actually really cool. I would not have expected you to say that. I didn't say that, but I was like, damn, I was surprised. I was like, this is actually really interesting. What was the name of the last movie that you helped direct? Spanx. Is this dude shooting flicks? So I ask nothing else about the movie because I don't want to know. I text my sister and I say, call me, tell me to come home right now, call me. So I go back out to my car. I'm like, I kind of want to leave now. We only went to Spencer's and to get food, but I needed to go. So we're in the car. And they're like, yeah, we can just sit there and talk. And I'm like, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It was not fine. We're sitting in the car and I'm trying to mention music or something. And then they start talking about how they just got out of a 1-year-long relationship, just got broken up with by a girl, and how she, broke his heart and didn't appreciate him and cheated on him multiple times, and how he can't handle being alone because he's, just such an affectionate guy, and he needs someone to cuddle with and hold in his arms at night. I'm not paraphrasing. I am not paraphrasing. That might as well be the Dan direct quote. I'm sitting there, and I say, let's leave. I need to leave because my goddamn sister has fucking called me. I want to go home so bad. I want to go home so bad. But what did I forget? That I dropped their friend off at her girlfriend's house. So I need to go pick that guy up. So we get there, and I am parked, and I say, can you please call your friend? Tell him to come to my car. And then he says, I can't. I haven't paid my phone bill. And I said, okay, here's my phone. And so they call him. No answer for 15 minutes. I am sitting in this car with this person. felt like an eternity. So finally, I have to ask them to, I'm like, yo, can you please like go knock on the door? I don't know these people. Go ahead, please. And they do. And then finally, they all get in the car, and it is 25 minutes of silence. Because if you recall, these people live in the middle of the woods in a house surrounded by wood and various objects. So I get there, and I open my doors, and I say, have a good night. And then they say, I had so much fun. We should do this again sometime. And I said, okay. And then they said, I'll text you. And I said, okay. And then I peeled out and I went home to just kind of think about that. And also just kind of sit in the shock and amazement that I hadn't been axe murdered. And so I texted them because I didn't want to ghost them. And I said, hey, I don't really think this is gonna work. You seem really nice. I just think I might want to try to find someone else, you know. But I had a great time with you. I lied. I was being nice. And then they did text me back, and they said that I wasted their time and disrespected them. And that they didn't even like me at all. Didn't like me at all. And that I just wasn't with it. And I guess I'm not with it, guys. Because I'm just not with it. So that was my first date in my adult life. Think about that sometimes. I do think about that sometimes. I think there's more. Oh yeah, random people did keep going into the room when I was at the house and just talking about replacing car parts and how much money they owed him. I don't know how these people knew each other, but yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye.